Hey guys, welcome to the episode 6 of the podcast Beyond the Peel, your journey to self transformation. Today I'm going to be talking about a healing technique called ho'oponopono. I know it's difficult to pronounce, but I'll be saying it a lot of times in this video itself with significance and with importance. I hope towards the end of the video you can pronounce it yourself and you understand what this is. So, yes, I'm going to be talking about this healing technique. Before I move forward, anybody who's not aware of what healing is, I've done a video last week talking about what actually is healing, because whenever I use this word in any conversation with other people, they really get confused ki kya hai ye, what exactly is healing. So I've spoken about it in detail, because since our childhood mostly we have used the word healing when we are in pain or when we got hurt. So it's one sort of a physical healing that happens, that we have a wound and then we apply the ointment or we take the medicine and that wound heals. So that in that context we have mostly heard what healing is, but healing is way beyond that as well. Yes, there is one form of physical healing, which is this getting our wound healed. Apart from that, there is emotional healing, there is social healing, there are a lot of different types of healings that a person can do. So the context behind that is same. If you don't understand what this is, I would recommend checking out that video. I'm going to link that above and in the description box below. So that is the concept of healing, and today one such healing technique is called ho'oponopono. It is an Hawaiian technique. It's quite ancient, centuries ago. When this was invented long back, it was used by the people of Hawaii to make amendments to the relationship. It was used for healing relationship, which means that if there was a tiff between two people for some reason, a person who wanted to heal this relationship voluntarily, they would do this Hawaiian prayer and they would heal the relationship and make things right between both of these. So it was originated by healing the relationship? No, it was originated because people wanted to heal relationship at that time, but now it has evolved beyond relationship. Obviously it is still used for healing relationship. It can be used for healing situations in your career. It can be used for healing situations related to money or healing your health problems in different areas of life. This Hawaiian prayer which I'll be talking about, it can be used. So it's a beautiful thing. It is a great learning for me, and I definitely want to share it with you all. So that is what today's video is going to be about. Now, the word ho'oponopono, what this exactly means is it's divided into two words actually. The first word, which is ho, this actually means to make. All right, and pono, it means right. Now when we combine these two words, it means to make right, to make correction, to make positive amendments. So as the name says, this prayer is used for healing different situations in life which are not going right as per your as per your intention or your gut. You can use this prayer and heal different areas of your life. So this is what that means. Before I start explaining what that prayer is and what the significance is, I want to start off with the story. The story is of a person called Dr. Hewlin. So in Hawaii, he was based out of Hawaii. He was a psychologist. So he was approached by a prison which had a lot of mentally ill criminals. One, they were criminals. Second, they were mentally ill. What that means is they had committed heinous crimes. When I say heinous crimes, likes of murder, likes of robbery, likes of rape, likes of any sort of bad crime you can think of, those people had committed. There were around 400, 500 people in that prison, since and they were mentally ill also. So the condition was really bad. There had been lot of psychologists, lot of doctors who had been consulted to cure those patients so that they could live a normal life, but none of the medicine seemed to work on them. That was a really bad situation. It had been years. People were literally afraid to go inside the prison because no one knew how those people would react, because they were mentally ill, they were not in their senses. It was a very bad situation to be in. There was a lot of negativity in that prison. So Dr. Hewlin was approached, and the hospital people, they said, can you please heal these people? Can you please make the situation right? Can you please make them mentally fit and fine, and also make sure that they lead a good life going forward, they are not committing any crimes? So Obviously, it was a very tricky situation for Dr. Hewlin because he wasn't the first one. There have been a lot of other doctors who have looked at this case, but no one was able to solve it. So Dr. Hewlin, he approached this problem with a very different mindset. He said, I am not going to go visit any of these criminals in the prison. I will just sit in my clinic, I will just sit in my room and I will heal them from here. Earlier, people were really taken aback. Ki, what is he saying? Kaise hoga? How will this happen? What he did was he said, like, for all those 400, 500 prisoners, just hand me over the files of what their history has been. How did they start doing this? What are the crimes they have committed? And all of that, those big files which are there for one particular person. He said, just give me those files. That's all I need to cure these patients. So, from the hospital, he was handed over the files of all those patients. He was just in his clinic, he was just in his room, taking one file at a time. He took one file, he literally read all of the details about one person, and he chanted 4 lines. The 4 lines that he chanted were, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So these 4 lines he chanted multiple times for one person, and then he repeated this pattern for all the criminals. The results of this were tremendous. What had actually happened was that all those mentally ill criminals in that prison, they recovered. Everybody was taken aback by this. They actually recovered by Dr. Hewlin, who had just been sitting in his room and he has just been chanting these prayers, and all of those patients were perfectly fine. And there was a situation wherein the prison became empty at one point of time. So this ho'oponopono prayer, which is these 4 lines, as you have seen, these are very simple lines, but they have a very profound effect. These lines they carry great frequency. They vibrate at a higher frequency. So there is a significance between these 4 lines. When we were young, we used to, we were told in school, use magic words, use these. So these are all these magic words. All these magic words have quite high frequency. So Dr. Hewlin, he chanted these 4 lines for each and every prisoner till he felt that the situation is healed. So that was a breakthrough moment that many people had seen in quite some time. It was nothing less than a magic. There was no logic here, there was no science that worked. There was just magic that had happened in the hospital premises, and everybody was taken aback. So this is what the story of Dr. Hewlin is. He practiced hoho'oponopono, and this is what it actually means. All right. Now, the 4 lines which I mentioned for ho'oponopono prayer: I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. There are 4 principles for these lines. There are 4 principles for this prayer. The first, I'm sorry. What it means is that the person is taking the responsibility of that situation. Even if, now obviously Hewlin didn't know any of those criminals personally, he had no connection with them, they were complete strangers to him. But the principle on which the Ho'oponopono prayer is based is that you are responsible for everything that you are coming in contact with. So taking responsibility is the first principle of Ho'oponopono. In this universe, there is, it's simple. Albert Einstein's theory that we all have studied in our school: everything in this universe is energy. You agree, right? Everything is energy. When we say energy, there is a low frequency energy, there is a high frequency energy. Everything is connected. I am connected to you, whoever is viewing this. I am connected to this laptop, I am connected to this phone. Everything in this universe is connected. So that is the basic principle of Ho'oponopono that Dr. Hewlin understood very well. So by saying I'm sorry, he what he meant was that he is taking the responsibility of this situation. He is taking the responsibility of all the actions that those criminals have done. Since he is the one who is the chosen one to heal these patients, that is why he is considering that his responsibility. So the I am sorry statement, it actually means that a person is taking 100% responsibility of that situation. So it is about acknowledging that our experiences are created by our own very actions. So that is what I am sorry means. Now the following line, which is please forgive me. What this means is it is asking for forgiveness. Since I am the one who's responsible for creating this situation, there is something inside of me which is creating this situation. I am asking for forgiveness now. Please forgive me. So that please forgive me is again a high frequency, high vibration line that Dr. Hewlin has used. It is saying, I have done that wrong. Now I want to ask for forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very positive word. If you understand that it is your mistake and if you ask for forgiveness, there is nothing like that. Now, this forgiveness is like the most important principle of the ho'oponopono prayer. All right. So, what this actually means is that all the negative emotions that we have within us, we are basically letting them go. We are releasing all of this. We are forgiving that these things and these bad emotions, these negative emotions, they exist within us. So by asking please forgive me, you are saying I don't want to hold on to that negative energy, I want to let go of that negative energy. So this forgiveness is like the cornerstone principle of the ho'oponopono prayer. It is very, very important that a person who wants to heal something, they ask for forgiveness for that situation which they are seeing in front of them. Now, the most important thing to remember is that the forgiveness doesn't mean we are condoning harmful actions. What it means is that we are freeing ourselves of the emotional burden. Now, in the case of Dr. Hewlin's story, he is first of all saying I'm sorry, because he's saying I am responsible for whatever has happened to those patients and whatever negativity that they are carrying within them, which has resulted them into causing those actions. And then he's saying all those negative emotions that are there within me, I want to ask for forgiveness. So I am sorry, please forgiveness, sorry, I am sorry, please forgive me. These are the first two lines of this Ho'oponopono prayer. The third line he said is thank you. What that means is that he is thanking the universe for considering himself to be the person who is getting an opportunity to heal this situation. It is about cleaning and clearing our mind and spirit. All right. He's saying, now I let go of all the negativity. Now I am clean and thank you for giving me that opportunity. So whatever emotional baggage that we carry, which is restricting our personal growth, that is what he is removing. He's letting go of that and he's thanking the universe that I thank you for this opportunity because I have let go of this emotional baggage that I have within me. And then last but not the least, then is I love you. As the name says, this is an emotion that we say towards the end. It's about reconciliation, both with others and with ourselves. It's about restoring balance and harmony in our relationships with others and with our inner self. So these four lines are what are called the Ho'oponopono prayer. I'm going to repeat them. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. So the basic principle of Ho'oponopono prayer is that we are taking the responsibility of the situation and we are going to heal ourselves so that the situation gets healed itself. It is basically a path towards inner peace and healing, because if we, slowly and steadily start to let go of all the negative emotions that are there within us, we will be able to restore that inner peace. We will be able to heal ourselves, because in our lives, the way we have conditioned, the way we have been conditioned since our childhood, there are a lot of emotions. There is that emotional baggage that you are carrying within yourselves. In order to move forward in your life, in order to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life, you need to let go of that negativity. Only when there is a positive energy within you, you will be able to manifest whatever you really want to. So this ho'oponopono prayer, or healing in general, it is a practice wherein a person wants to achieve inner peace, which in turn results in them manifesting the dreams that they really want to go after. Do let me know your thoughts on this ho'oponopono prayer. I am sure you might be hearing this for the first time. I heard it for the first time a couple of months back, and I do practice it quite often. I find it quite helpful. If you would like to view more or listen more about it, do let me know via comments. In upcoming weeks, I'm going to be sharing my experiences of using this Ho'oponopono prayer and the positive changes that it has brought into my life. So do let me know if you are interested to know about it. And until then, I'm going to see you all next week with another interesting topic. Bye bye.